one job. If a demon dream child tells you,
"You only get 2 questions,"
don't ask 3. Hello again, everyone. It's me, MadameMacabre, and welcome to today's video. Welcome back if you are returning viewers, and welcome if you are brand new here. We cover all sorts of spooky topics and fun story times and things on this channel, so I hope you like that kind of content. Anyway, for today's video, it is something that has been requested by so many people for quite a bit of time, and that is the Dear David Twitter thread. So Dear David is an ARG by artist Adam Ellis, following him on his journey through being stalked and haunted by some little demon boy spirit. I'll be entirely honest, I have not finished the ARG yet. I only got through a small portion at the beginning when the popularity first peaked, and then I sort of stopped following it, so I haven't read any of the updates, but that makes it extra fun because we get to experience the story together. Anyway, this thread seems to be quite long, so it may take several parts to get through the entire Dear David ARG, but we'll see just how much we can get through in today's time, alright? I'll pull up my handy-dandy smartphone and read through the thread for you. Now, if there are photos or videos in the thread, I will go ahead and put them on the screen so you don't miss a thing. Anyway, without further ado, how about we get started on this little adventure? Dear David, this first began Monday, August 7th, 2017. So, my apartment is currently being haunted by the ghost of a dead child, and he's trying to kill me. I already like where this is going. He started appearing in dreams, but I think he's crossed over into the real world now. The first time I saw him, I was experiencing sleep paralysis and saw a child sitting in the green rocking chair at the foot of my bed. He had a huge, misshapen head that was dented to one side. I did my best to draw it. So pretty much what my brother did to my baby doll when I was a little kid. Got it. For a while he just stared at me, but then he got out of the chair and started shambling toward the bed. I couldn't move because I was paralyzed. I have sleep paralysis fairly often. It sucks. Right before he reached my bed, I woke up screaming. That's kind of rude if it's like just a deformed child who's doing nothing other than walking towards you. Just scream in his face, that'll make him feel great. I had another dream a few nights later where I was in a library and a girl came up to me and said, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you?" And I was like, "Who?" And she said, "Dear David, you saw him." She continued, "He's dead. He only appears at midnight, and you can ask him 2 questions if you say, 'Dear David' first." Then she added, "But never try to ask him a 3rd question, or he'll kill you." Okay, at that point, make a mental note. That sounds like a pretty important step in the process. I was very shaken. Having 2 dreams about the same thing is pretty weird. Anyway, a couple weeks passed without incident. Then David came back in another dream. Same situation. I was in bed, and he was sitting in the rocking chair near the window, staring at me. In the dream, I say, "Dear David, how did you die?" He mumbles, "An accident in a store." I say, "Dear David, what happened in the store?" He groans, "A shelf was pushed on my head." I'm frozen with fear. I ask, "Who pushed the shelf?" David doesn't answer. Okay, but being told that you can only ask 2 questions and at a 3rd you will be killed, I feel like it's pretty hard to forget that that's a stipulation. It's pretty hard to overlook that. Like, it's not like it's a complicated ritual pasta. It's, you only ask 2 questions. How did you mess that up? What can you do? Oh no, I realize that I've asked a 3rd question, which I'm not supposed to do. At that point, I wake up absolutely terrified. The next couple of days, I Google deaths in the city, but I can't find anything about a kid named David dying in a store. I even tried different names. Daniel, Dylan, Devin, nothing. A few weeks go by without incident. Sort of randomly, the apartment above mine is vacated, and I have the opportunity to move into it. It's a larger apartment, so I am thrilled. Another month or two goes by, and I sort of forget about dear David. I think he lost track of me because I moved. But lately, something strange is happening. For the past 4 nights, my cats gather at the front door at exactly midnight and just stare at it, almost like something's on the other side. Last night, I got a weird feeling and looked out the peephole, and I'm dead certain I saw movement on the other side. When I opened the door and turned on the hall light, nothing was there, but my cats seemed unnerved, bushy tails, etc. And that's where I am right now. Dear David found me, I think. I don't know what to do. I'll keep you updated. And now we move on to August 9th. Update. For the 6th night in a row, my cat has walked over to the door promptly at midnight and stared at it. Now we have our first video entry, captioned, "What is going on?" Okay, I get that he's using this as a tool to try and like build suspense and all that with the cat responding. However, you'd have a better setup if it was like the cat like staring with those big orb eyes at something you can't see, because all I'm seeing with this cat yelling at the door, you know, if I'm entirely honest, that's what my cats do when they want in the bathroom when I won't let them come in with me, okay? They want something that's on the other side, and they just sit there and they yowl at it. That's not frightened cat body behavior, that's a cat that wants whatever's out there or whoever. So, you know, the cats aren't concerned. They're actually interested and they're into whatever's out there, so there's that. But there I go spoiling the fun. It's supposed to be very spooky because the cats are seeing something that he's not. Anyway, okay, so I took a photo through the peephole because I'm too scared to open the door. I feel like I saw something. I couldn't tell, so I mustered the courage to open the door. Nothing was out there, but I took another photo. Look at this. Is it just me, or is there something in the first photo right where the banister meets the shelves, hiding on the stairs? I'm gonna be honest, I'm having a real hard time telling what he's talking about. I wasn't sure if it was a smudge or something, so I took a second photo from inside. There was something out there. Okay, now I can see it. That's a better photo. I deadbolted the lock and got in bed because I don't know what else to do. I can still hear my cat meowing at the door. Hey, at least your cat likes it. All right, now on to Thursday, August 10th. It's been pretty quiet tonight. I'm going to try out a sleep talk app to see if anything happens during the night. I'm heading to bed, but the cats are back at the door. They only do this in the middle of the night. It's routine now. And then there's more of the cat yowling at the door. And it seems as if he got the idea to make a line of salt across his door because there's no other context other than, I don't even know if this is the right kind of salt. He's just got some Morton table salt. Now we're on to Friday, August 11th. I used the sound app to record my apartment last night. It makes individual recordings each time it hears something. There were 33 recordings. Most of them are pretty vague. A couple of them are passing cars and the like, but there are 3 that I am interested in. The first is a snapping sound and what sounds like a single step. It's odd because I didn't get out of bed at all at night. Okay, real talk, I don't think that snap step thing is anything. I live in an old apartment complex. There are pipes and things that always go bananas at night that sound exactly like that. There's always clangs and bangs and booms going on at night, so that's not anything particularly compelling to me. So let's hear the next one. This one is weird because out of all 33 recordings, this is the only one that has a strange electric sound throughout. All right, let's check it out. I mean, again, like, yeah, it is weird, but it's not enough in itself to be compelling. It could just be your equipment spazzing out. Okay, what's the next one? This directly follows the electric static. Another snap, and then I groan in my sleep. I'm just not, I'm not feeling that impressed by these EVPs. Snaps and bangs and static coming from electronic devices. I wouldn't really be spooked at this point yet, but that's just me. Let's move on though. Okay, so he went out of town for the weekend and we're jumping back in again on Monday, August 14th. So a weird thing just happened. Take it with a grain of salt. I bought a Polaroid camera this weekend because they're fun and dorky, and I decided to take a few photos around my apartment. Polaroids are stupid and fun and inherently sort of creepy. I didn't expect to find anything, and for the most part, I didn't. I took a couple of my living room and bedroom. That's the rocking chair I first saw David in. They're pretty unremarkable. Then I went into the hallway and snapped a photo. The Polaroid developed completely black. I even ripped open and destroyed a fresh pack to see if it was just an underdeveloped Polaroid, but they all start out white. I also thought maybe I accidentally covered the lens with my finger, so I took a photo while intentionally covering it. The photo on the left is me covering the lens with my finger. The one on the right is my fully lit hallway taken just after midnight. So this could be nothing. I'm not sure what to make of it. Okay, one last thing, because I wanted to double check. Here's a video of me taking photos.
Okay, now I'm gonna take a photo of the hallway just to show you what that's like. And as you can see, the first one has already developed. So let's see what this one does. That's gonna take a minute. But it is developing black. So I don't know.
Okay, so now things are starting to get strange. Congrats, you got a demon. So there's a few more tweets in the thread with people telling him to try different things with the camera, and all the results are the same. So we're jumping over to the next day. Folks have been urging me to get some sage, so I did. Saging the hall and definitely saging the hell out of this rocking chair. I don't know why, but the picture with the sage in the chair makes me think of like that one with the cat and the knife. Honestly, sage doesn't seem like it'll help much, but I am open to anything. I barely slept at all last night. I kept waking up feeling like something was wrong, but who knows, maybe this will do something. The morning after, sage did not work. I haven't dreamed about David in a few months, but he appeared again last night. In the dream, my bedroom was filled with hazy smoke, but I could see David sitting in the chair across the room. He was smaller this time, almost shrunken. He didn't do or say anything except look at me. Anyway, it feels like a bad omen. I mean, fair enough. Tiny demon child appearing in your dreams doesn't exactly seem like a good omen, so I'll give you that. Alright guys, well we have run out of time for today's video, so we will cut here and resume next time. This will be part 1 of our Dear David saga. What are your guys' thoughts on this so far? Have I been too critical on it, or am I just doing okay for now? Anyway, I will catch you all next time, and once again we will pick up where we left off. But that is all for today. I will catch you all next time, and until then, stay creepy.